Congratulations on selling your home, but aren't you curious about what it's going to cost? Selling your house is really stressful. Moving, packing, all your new surroundings. But you know what's even more stressful? Not knowing what it's going to cost. Hi, I'm Lisa Bray with RE/MAX Professionals, and today I'm going to show you exactly what it's going to cost to sell your home. When you know what your selling costs are, you have the upper hand because you know exactly what you're going to walk away with. So the most important number is not what you sell for, but what you walk away with. One of the closing costs that you should expect as a seller is the escrow fee. And what that is it's the fee charged by the title company to facilitate the transaction. And it depends on the sales price of the home. It's a percentage of the sales price and is split 50-50 between buyer and seller. Another fee is the recording fee charged by the title company to record the deed with the assessor's office to ensure that title is transferred from seller to buyer. This fee is usually about $125 and it is split again 50-50 between buyer and seller. Another cost to the seller is the title insurance policy. And what that is a policy that ensures that the seller is transferring title to the buyer clear of any encumbrances. And the cost of this fee is usually dependent, again, on the purchase price. Oh, and don't forget, as a seller or anyone, there's always taxes. So the property taxes are going to be paid by the seller up until the time that they transfer ownership to the buyer. Another fee that often gets overlooked is the Homeowners Association fee or HOA fees. So there's a number of components to that. There's the disclosure fee, which is always the cost of the seller. And then there's capital improvement fees and transfer fees. Those fees are negotiable. So they can either be paid by the seller or the buyer, or they can be split. It's all in negotiating the contract up front. And that's where I come in. HOA fees can vary greatly. They can be anywhere from maybe $300 to $400 to several $1,000s. So it's really important to understand and look out for those fees in advance. So another fee that you can expect if you're going to hire the professional services of a realtor is commissions. Commissions customarily range anywhere from 5 to 6%. And the way that works is they're split 50-50 between the selling agent and the buying agent. They're going to do marketing, they're going to take all the professional photos and videos, they're going to facilitate the showing, working with the title company, working with the buyer's lender. I mean, they're going to oversee the entire transactional details, as well as market your property and sell it for the highest price. When you're considering looking at realtors to assist you in selling your home, the real question is, did you pick the right one? If you have chosen the right realtor, then it should increase your sales price. The final thing you're going to see on your settlement statement is if you still have debt on the property, you're going to see a deduction for what's still owing on your mortgage. So basically how that works is you're going to have your sales price, deduct all your closing costs, deduct your mortgage, and then that's the final number that you'll walk away with and take home. So when you add up all the closing costs, typically they're anywhere from 6 to 8%. And what I would recommend, or what I highly recommend, is that when you sit down with your realtor, you get a net sheet. And basically what that tells you is what you can expect to take home at the end of the day. The reason a net sheet is so important is because it lets you know what you're going to walk away with. And that's important because then you'll know how much money you have to put down on the next house, how much money you have to spend on your vacation. So I hope this helped you get a better understanding of what your seller's costs might be. If you're thinking about selling your house and you're interested in a net sheet, I'd be happy to provide that for you. I'm Lisa Bray with RE/MAX Professionals. Thank you for watching.